What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well, having a good Wednesday morning. We're back with another Transfer View, 9 a.m. Hope everyone is doing good, waking up, having a cup of coffee, cup of tea. Some places, KG, it's afternoon, it's evening, it's the day before, it's the day after. Time zone, time view. I'm joined by KG, the comedian, once again.
I was waiting to drop a bomb, mate. I was like, wait, when is he going to give me the opening to like, good morning?
I
Welcome
tell you what,
to as that.
yeah. I tell you what, KG, yeah. You're moving mad kung fu view at the moment.
What's wrong?
You're kind of out sync-ish. You know what I mean?
What am I gonna do? Is it bad? Is it really bad?
I think you've got better. I think it's fixed itself.
1, 2. Is it fixed itself?
Yeah. You know what, KG came in here. Classic KG. You notice we're a little bit late this morning. Yeah, we're a little bit late. KG, why are we late?
It's me. I'm gonna take full accountability. It's my fault. No excuses. But wait, am I in sync now?
You're in sync now, yeah.
Thank God. Yeah, again, I'm glad to be here this morning. And it's going to be a very interesting show. Do you know, I'm not going to say I'm not enjoying these morning shows. I'm going to say that.
How do you really feel?
No, because do you know what is about these morning shows at the moment for me? It's like, mate, how, like, it's like the club make it harder to talk about them on a regular basis. Like every morning, it's really pushing the envelope of positivity. Like every morning I wake up and I'm like, oh, we go again.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about this morning. A lot to talk about. We've got Harry Kane, a bit of an update. His hopes for Manchester United to resurrect a bid for him this summer. Even him possibly hoping that Daniel Levy will reduce his asking price. Hilarious, isn't it, KG? A little bit about Ineos possibly losing a bit of confidence in the takeover race. A big discussion point about goalkeepers this morning as well. David De Gea's departure. Dean Henderson pissing off Eric Ten Hag. That's a quote as well. We'll get into that. Plus Andre Onana. There's latest when it comes to him. Plenty of exits this summer at Manchester United as well, including one Zidane Iqbal. We're going to get KG's thoughts on that this morning too. And a little bit of an update when it comes to Mason Mount as well, because Mason Mount, a new bid apparently is coming in soon. But let's start off when it comes to Harry Kane. Now, this was quite a big piece actually coming from the Daily Mail last night from Chris Wheeler, saying that Harry Kane still hopes that Manchester United will resurrect their bid to sign him this summer if, and it's a big if, Tottenham chief Daniel Levy lowers his £100 million demand. A price closer to £80 million for Harry Kane could tempt Manchester United back to the negotiating table. Manchester United manager Eric Ten Hag is preferring to sign a striker with a proven track record in the Premier League. Premier League experience, Premier League proven, KG. Who wants that kind of stuff? Now, when it comes to other clubs being involved, Real Madrid, PSG and Bayern Munich are among the European clubs monitoring the situation, but they too are reluctant to overpay for Harry Kane, who will be available for nothing in a year's time. But this is the bit you'll like, KG, yeah? It said from Chris Wheeler, Harry Kane's clear preference is Manchester United, and he hopes that Daniel Levy will relent rather than having to write off £80 million. However, the feeling on all sides is that Daniel Levy will stick to his guns, as he did when rejecting a £125 million bid from Manchester City 2 years ago, and Harry Kane will be forced to wait another year to leave as a free agent. So what are your thoughts about that, KG? Is this maybe one of the sort of first instances of Harry Kane, his agents, his representatives going to the media going, Harry does really kind of want that United move, by the way?
Well, first things first, good morning, Owen. I think we should always start like that, a good morning community. Because we started as a rocky start. On this Harry Kane thing, you have to give all credit to Luke Shaw. I think in this moment, he's in there, he's talking to him, he's at Carrington, and he's like, mate, this is what it feels like. Look, we got a new chef. You know what I mean? Don't worry about the jacuzzis. He's taking them on a tour, and it's at the moment, it's good. He's walking around, and it has to feel different to the vibe at Spurs. And the vibe at Spurs is they're not going anywhere. He's had manager after manager. He's had what since the loss of Pochettino's lost his job, how many have they had? They've had
Nuno.
What, 3? Nuno.
Well, they've had Jose.
Mourinho,
Excuse me, Jose, Nuno, Conte, and now Ange.
And then and this other guy. Don't forget Ryan Mason.
Ryan Mason,
you
so 5.
He's had 5 managers, no closer to trophies. He can't be foolish enough to. And then he's thinking this new guy that's coming from, no disrespect to the Scottish League, but you understand the levels. You know, what do you call it? Gerrard was a genius in Scotland. You know, not saying that it's going to be the same, but you know, it is what it is. So he's got to be realistic with his aims and say, well, where can they really finish next season? Where you see,
said 6. Don't forget Stellini.
Yeah, because they kept it.
He's unacceptable.
So they kept exactly, and they sacked Conte for another version of Conte, which is insane. Like the club has not been run well on a managerial level, right? The appointments have been horrible, and he's probably thinking to himself, why waste a year? That's the main thing. Because I was like, why do you want to stay? That was the thing that was baffling me the most about Kane's movements. You never really heard anything. You never really heard any articles like this, or you know, he's open to this or open to that, or Man United being his main destination. You haven't heard nothing like that. Now this is what we want to hear, and I think that comes off the back of hearing that Man United are just going to give up because, you know, it doesn't look like there'll be any movement over there. But now with him coming out saying this, it should renew the hopes in Man United, and we should try and get a deal done. You know, this is a player that would make significant changes to Man United. This is a player that would be exactly what we need. I know some people saying they don't really want him. It's hard to say you don't want someone that scores as many goals as he does and is just so dangerous in the box. The Osimhen thing, because before was comparing him to Osimhen and saying, well, Osimhen's going to cost how much? It's going to cost over 120, 130, especially with the new contract that he signed. That's now off the table, right? It's going to be what, 150, 160. So we have to forget about that, right? Now we have to turn our attention to a Premier League proven striker, someone that will make us be feared. Like if I was to choose between him and Rasmus Højlund, I would choose Kane. And I know Højlund's got the age on his side, but I want to compete now. I want to be involved in it. We're playing Champions League next season. I want to be in that competition to try and win it. I want to put our best foot forward. We can't, like, not saying you can't win anything with kids because we've proven that in the past, but things have moved on. Man United should be all guns blazing for this. I would scrap the 50 million I was looking to give to Mason Mount and really go and speak to Daniel Levy and put in a bid, test the reserve. Let's see if he's going to say no. Let's just put in a bid. The same way we put in a bid for Mason Mount, let's do it again for Harry Kane.
When I saw this last night, my thoughts about it were that we might have a situation where, as I said, it's maybe the first instance of Harry Kane. You know, we kept saying, like, if this is going to happen, he's going to have to force it. He's going to have to. He can't just sit there, and Daniel Levy's not just going to accept an offer, right? That's not going to happen. So I think this is the first instance of that. I don't think it's going to change anything. I don't think Harry Kane's still going to leave Spurs this summer. I really don't think that's going to be the case. The only thing I would say is that this might be the opening step. You know, he's going to have to do more, put it this way. Just having his agents or representatives, you know, say to a journalist from the Daily Mail, Harry Kane really wants to go to Man United, you know, that's not enough. That's not enough. I mean, and I'm not one to advocate for people to go on strike or not show up to training, all that kind of stuff. But if he really wants this move, that's what he's going to have to do. Let's face it. Because even when he's saying, oh, I hope Daniel Levy's going to accept 80 million, Daniel Levy is not going to turn in, I'm not going to accept 80 million quid for Harry Kane, even with a year left on his contract. He's not going to do it. So it's going to, it'd have to be like 100 and Harry Kane being like, I'm never playing for Spurs again. Like, you understand me? Like, I'm not going. What did Costa do when he was at Chelsea? He went to Brazil. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he would go. I'm not sure what he would do in England.
Butlins, centre parts, and be like, I'm not going back.
He's run on his bike.
He just has centre parks like refusing to return. Like,
where's Harry Kane? Where's Harry Kane? He's going around the lazy river.
No.
Where's Harry Kane? Where's Harry Kane? He's on strike. He's with the Redcoats at Butlins. He's doing cabaret.
You got to do something. You have to do something, man. And you know what? Like, as much as we joke and stuff, this saga's not going anywhere. You know, this is gonna be this is gonna be the saga. Like, Man United said, we don't want a saga, we don't want this. Man United don't know what they want. Man United we're embarrassing. We are very embarrassing, and it probably potentially will be similar to the Anthony thing. Now, for Spurs, they need to rebuild. Spurs don't need the pressure of having a Harry Kane, because with a Harry Kane comes expectation of, well, we should finish in the top 4. The new guy, the new manager, he's going to have that expectation. Now, if Kane's gone, they can now firmly say Spurs are in a rebuild. We're rebuilding. Kane's gone. That era, all that thing is gone now, and we're starting again. You can get away with that. Now, all they have to do is obviously try and finish in some type of European spaces, but people will say, you know what, they'll give them a bit of leeway. Similar to when we first got Ten Hag, this was the leeway season, right? I think with Spurs, they need to rebuild. You're gonna lose the player next season for free. It's stupid, and it's not like they're balling. They're not like dancing in cash. They haven't got it as well. So for Spurs, like taking a big chunk, 80 to 90 million from Man United for a player in the final year of his contract that does not want to stay, makes a lot of business sense. If PSG, that's probably one of the richest clubs in the world. They're like Mbappe. You cannot walk out of here for nothing. We would look like mugs. And every other club operates like that, but Man United. Man United, it don't matter who it is. You could be quality of quality. We'll still let you leave for free. Pogba, first time, leave for free. Pogba again, free. Wow.
Well, here's one for you then. You said about earlier on going, scrap the Mason Mount thing. Yeah, if I gave you a summer transfer window and I've gone to look cagey, things are crazy at the moment at United. Budgets are tight, takeover stuff's going on. And I said to you, we only sign Harry Kane and we do get a goalkeeper, because I do think we're going to get a keeper. But that's the only 2 signings we make. Do you take that?
Can't I push it to like a third?
No, you can't. That's not the hypothetical I'm giving you.
Can't even get a light midfielder.
No, that's the only 2 I'm giving you. Kane and a goalkeeper.
And is that goalkeeper Onana?
Yeah. Or one of the ones we're looking at. So Onana, sort of Costa. Do it this way. Like that. Go.
Yeah, we done it. Deal. I'm taking it. Absolutely. Kane, Onana. You know what? The midfield is still suffering, though. The midfield is peak.
Can we get away with it for another season?
Yeah, with Kane. Absolutely. I just think that we need a midfielder. We do need another midfielder. We do. Shit, wait, hold on. Is that it? Striker-wise, though. I've only got one. I saw Martial, another season of Martial.
Yeah.
It's a bit of shit in it. It's like, it's not what, like, I'll work it, but then if Kane gets injured, I'm stuffed. I'm finished. If Kane gets injured, I'm doing Bruno false 9 again.
Yeah. Do you remember last season that the first game of the season was Eriksen false 9? Think how crazy that is. Think how crazy that is. Eriksen false 9. And even that, they went 45 minutes to bring Ronaldo on. Because this is crazy.
You know,
I'd still take it. I know there's issues there, because you go, we need another striker and midfield options. But Harry Kane's dynamite. 20 goals plus a season.
Onana and a light Rasmus.
That wasn't the hypothetical. It's just
I know.
Kane and Onana.
New hypothetical. Because
record scratch again.
Ni hypothetical. What if we could like, because no, but we still got the Sancho. I'd sell him. I'd get rid of Sancho on that basis. I get the money. I get 60 billion. Absolutely. Yeah, and it gives me more in the coffers. I'd say, you know what? Nah, this is madness. Is this crazy? All right, let me ask you, is this crazy? Doing a swap with Sancho and money on top. So let's say Sancho's valued at 65 million and giving them a little money on top for Kane. Is that like crackhead central? Because swapping a 20, how old is Sancho? 22-year-old.
Yeah.
For someone that's close to 30, for a 30-year-old. That's wild, isn't it? What do you do? You can't do that.
No, you can't.
Is that mad?
Do that.
But he's not like. Is that a bad deal?
Yeah. I mean, how many years has Sancho got left on his contract as well? He signed in what, 21? He says he's going to have at least what, 4 years left on his deal, something like that. So you're saying Sancho plus a 40.
I like 40.
I don't know.
You get that off the books. You get that whatever Sancho's on, which is crazy. You take that off the books. They get a player. Sancho couldn't really hurt us at Spurs because they're Spurs. It's mad, isn't it? But if Sancho doesn't work next season, it's like,
and also as well, and also let's face it, we're talking about hypotheticals and we're talking about Kane ain't coming.
I know. No, but I'm just saying, like,
this is crack.
Man. You know, when you're trying to work out, I'm trying to be creative in the window, right? Because let's have it right. Sancho's not playing in our first 11.
No,
right?
Well, in this current team, yeah, and even with if we're improving, where does he fit?
Exactly. So right now, you have a 65 million asset on 350,000 a week that doesn't play. So then, when I'm saying, while it seems kind of crackheadish, maybe it isn't.
You are on crack.
Maybe it isn't. No, when you deep hit, maybe it isn't. Because what I'm going to do is I'm replacing a player that's on the fringes for a first team 30 goal a season striker. Is it really bad?
Is this your negotiation?
I'm just saying.
You across from Cage, you across from Daniel Levy, and you just go, "Is it really bad?
Is it?"
And he goes like this. He goes, "Come on, talk about KG."
I think honestly, like when it's saying it sounds crazy because you go by age and you're like, well, you can't get rid of a player for that price and this, that, and the other. But then you look at it and say, well, you have this quality player who's a huge asset right now. His value is not the highest, but he's still valued at like 65, 60 million player currently as it stands, right? But he doesn't get into your team. He's not even when you bring on a sub, it's Garnacho before him. Potentially it could be Ahmad before him. Well, then you're saying, well, if he's not even the sub option, then you got a big problem there. Cash in.
And I get another lead. You're just saying words and then leaning backwards or leaning in. You're just going. You're just going. Is that crazy? Lean in. And then you went cash in and went. But it's a lot of rhetoricals. Yeah, it's a lot of.
I'm just saying. I
that's
like
it. Another one. That's another one. I'm just saying. Cash in.
That's how I took to That's how I took to Levy as well. right,
He's like, what's your actual offer? You've just said cash in. Can we? How much?
It's probably better than what Murto and them lot are doing. They're just getting and eating paella and that, and going to Italy and doing absolutely nothing. You know what I mean?
Just
Like
knocking on the door and buzzing the intercom. John Murto, Manchester United. He's busy.
We are a shamble. You know, that's the Dan Iqbal thing. I don't know when we're gonna get to it, but anyway,
yeah, we'll get to it in a bit. We'll get to it in a bit. We've got some super chats as well. Amanor says, KG, gutted Zidane Iqbal is leaving. Why is he going? We're going to talk about that in a bit. It's to tell you what, it's a special morning, actually, KG. Zayn Miasi's here. Wow.
Wow, Mr. Miasi. Haven't seen him since Arsenal bottled the league. Hold on.
Wow.
Zayn, it's been a long time, Zayn. You was in the chat talking about winning the league, Zayn. What happened? You bottled it, Zayn. Mr. Miasi, we haven't seen you spend your mum's credit card in a long time. The balance statements must be looking great, Zayn. You fraud.
Zayn Miasi has said with his super chat, KG, once we get Rice, Timber, we will have the best defense with Timber and Saliba in Europe. Even Kane won't score against us. Saka's goals for England shows he's getting the Ballon d'Or soon.
Let's just talk about other things.
And we've got some member chats as well. Yeah, big up Zayn Miasi as always. It's always nice to have him back. You know, you're doing something right when Zayn Miasi shows up.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him. You know, that's one of the people that like. I like to put a face to it. So, okay.
Nomel's been a member for 3 months. Says, how about swapping Harry for Harry? I think if we get a striker, a midfielder, and a goalkeeper, obviously, if we sell, which 2 latter players would you take? Referring to out those 3.
Oh, because they do need a centre back. They have got centre back issues. Just giving them, they'll be so furious. I don't think Levy could get that one over on the Spurs fans.
No.
To bring in,
Kane
that's taking the piss. That's taking the.
Imagine the interview. How do you feel about filling Harry Kane's boots? Well, I don't have anything to prove, so it's fine.
He's in there. He's in the interview doing that.
That's his pose. That's his pose when he's at the table with Ange.
No, that is a violation. They could never. Bloody hell. No,
you could never spin that one. You could never. Shalil Patel has been a member for 12 months. 12 months. A full year. Gold badge settings, KG. Says, hey, big ups everyone at UV. Guys, why is there no updates on the sale process? It's getting worrying for me with the transfers as well. What do you think, KG? Hold that thought because we're going to talk about takeover stuff in just a second. Yes, and a couple more super chats here. Ahmad says, KG, what are you on today, my guy? Sancho's salary is 350k until 2027. Spurs would never take on such an expense, and it doesn't make sense for Sancho to accept less. But Ahmed, you didn't hear the can we though? That's the difference.
That's what you got to do in a negotiation.
The reckless one has been a member for 7 months. Says, are you seeing these prices we are being quoted, yet we're selling an asset like Zidane for 850k? Total piss take. Yes, we are going to talk about the exits as well. Coming very soon. Just you asked for a bit of a takeover update, so that's what we're going to give you here.
Let's do it.
Quite interesting, actually. So reports coming out of France this morning are suggesting that Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe have suffered a loss in confidence in the takeover of Manchester United. A sale of Manchester United is still the main focus of Ineos's attention, despite a certain loss of confidence in the process. Do you think that loss of confidence, KG, is because of what happened last week? And is it interesting that these people that I believe, this is actually an outlet based in Nice as well. So you would think quite close to the situation, close to home. Yeah, they're saying that they've lost a bit of confidence in this.
I saw that one today, and I was like, everyone should lose confidence in this deal because it's taken forever.
No one knows.
everyone should be. You don't know what the Glazers are thinking, how they're feeling when they wake up in the morning. If they're doing, like with the petals on a flower, and they're like, Sheikh Jassim, Ineos, Sheikh Jassim, Ini. And you don't know if that's how they're doing it. Just literally ripping petals off flowers like sunflowers in it because they'll be just ridiculous and just destroy things, right? You feel like that's how they're doing this.
I wasn't expecting that analogy at all. I was thinking, where is he going with that one?
Because these guys, are like, bro. And he's got I'm telling you, a whole, I don't know what it is. It's called a nursery of flowers. That's what it's called, in it, when the loads of flowers together, right? Is that right? Nursery?
I think so. That sounds familiar.
I feel that's right. And he's just they're just ripping the petals off, and it's taking them forever. And that's why it's just not, it's a disgrace. You know what? This process, is the worst process known to man. Nobody knows what's going on. You put up 5 bids, you're not sure. You tell them, listen, guys, I'll offer you everything. Guess what? You can still stay. They don't know what to do. Are you lot mugs? This is your club. We're starting the season, and if you're not going to take any money, bro, we're behind right now because you, man, don't know what you're doing. Players are not waiting to see when the little ponytail guys are going to make up their minds. This is beyond ridiculous. When Carvey loses it, and he's on the phone and he's speaking to this guy and he's not doing the pauses, he's just pissed off. This is how bad it's getting. Carvey doesn't support Man United. I don't think so. What the hell is going on? This is the worst. It's so bad. And then yesterday, it just amalgamated it all together and said, oh, we're shit. That's all I felt like in terms of, not on the pitch, like off the pitch, we are an embarrassment. We're a shambles. We're a disgrace. Like off the pitch, that's what we are. Honestly, like I haven't seen anything like Man United in a long time. Zidane Iqbal, 845,000. Wait. When Rasmus Højlund is been told that we have to buy him for 70 to 80 million. The guy hasn't played 50 games. You're telling me we couldn't get a light 5 million, a light 6 or 7. We're at this. Man United sell players the way they want to buy them. For I hate the office. I hate everyone that works in the office.
Well, we were going to get into Zidane Iqbal a bit later on, but we might as well get into that now as part of this, because if you haven't seen, David Ornstein reported yesterday saying that Zidane Iqbal is going to FC Utrecht, which is actually linked to Erik ten Hag. Of course, he used to be the manager there. But I think the key thing that people were perplexed by is that he's going for 1 million euros, not even 1 million pounds, euros. Now, when I saw this, and there's no buyback clause as well, there's sell-on clauses, but there's no buyback clause or anything like that. Now, when I saw this, I didn't go, and some people disagree with me with this, and that's fine, is I've gone, look, he had a good preseason. Everyone saw that last season. He was good in preseason. He was good. Hasn't played barely at all this season. He's been on the bench a few times. And sometimes we do have to be careful about, overhyping youngsters that we see on preseason and go, well, it's not really, it's not real in terms of the Premier League. And did he ever have really the qualities to become a Manchester United player? Ultimately, you never know, because we never saw him really get that opportunity. But there could be questions about that. My issue with it is that, one, as I mentioned, 1 million euros is ridiculous in this current market. That is fraudulent at this point. I saw Fulham quote 90 million quid for their midfielder yesterday. That's kind of the market we're talking about. I've seen Ryan Brewster from Liverpool a few years ago for 20 million. That's ridiculous as well. Yeah. So that part of it, the fee is ridiculous. And you don't protect yourself in terms of a buyback clause either. That's stupid too. I mean, again, Chelsea have all of these people that they've sold and come through their academy. The Premier League's littered with people that used to be at Chelsea. But I would say the majority of them have buyback clauses. The majority of them are protected so that if one day Chelsea decide, actually, I want to get him back, they can get him back. Lavia, he's got a buyback clause to go back to City if they want. They probably won't use it, but if they want, they could do it. United, who's to say that Zidane Iqbal doesn't go to the Netherlands and do really well? And they go, actually, You know, we made a bit of a mistake there. We should bring him back. There's no protection. There's no future thinking. And they're just bad at business. I mean, even non-United fans yesterday that know that Zidane Bell, he might not be all that in the future. They're still laughing at us because they're going 1 million euros. That's the peak of your business this summer that you've done so far is you've sold Zidane Bell, not even for £1 million. That's barely, it barely covers. It just about covers Avram Glazer's private jet trips to Wembley over the last 12 months. Just about.
So check this out, yeah. Witterbird's in there. He's one of our I don't know what to call him. Oh man, what's the word? Yeah, he's one of the mods. There you go. We sold Chung for 1.5 million last year. And it's a she, by the way. Oh my bad. It's really small in it. Witterbird. We sold Chung for 1.5 million last season, going to Luton Town for 6.5 million. Female emoji. I should have got that right. That just goes to show how ridiculous Man United are, because you talk about players that you bring through the academy or bring for the youth setup. For him not to, our academy graduates are going to be something in a championship, something they could provide, like in terms of training and just professionality and stuff. There's a lot they learn at this club. So they shouldn't be going for those kind of prices. 1 million is ridiculous. Honestly, like, and I remember even when we bought in like a player like Chung as well, and we still pretty much stole him from another club, right? Worked on this player. That was in when LVG was like, we need to start bringing in the best youth of the world and then getting them ready. Then let's go, right? That strategy that we had, it can't be. You're telling me we've prized these players away only to take 1 million. Are we taking the piss? At least Chelsea, they do it right. They loan a player for as long as possible, so they're not really in our academy. And then after they sell, but when they do sell, they're gonna get good value. We get nothing. It's disgusting. Even down to how we manage the youth academy, terrible. I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't know what's going on. It's gonna be, if we sell Dean Henderson, for something close to 10 to 15 million, I will be disgusted.
We're going to get into goalkeepers in just a second. Let's get some super chats in as well before we move on, because you're right, KG, it is
disgusting.
Where are we at? Senior Pink saying, Zayn and Troy are deluded, man, across the delusion verse. Derain's been a member for 5 months, says 1 of 3. There's a lot of hearsay at the moment. Instead, we can change the conversation to what happens to the buyer that does not win. The buyer that does not win will not win Manchester United, I believe, is the answer to that one. Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. Ash with a super chat said, is KG worried about the Glazers' mental health? Are you, KG?
I refuse to comment. Because if you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything.
I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I get in trouble.
I hate them. I honestly hate them. I know I shouldn't have said that because I'm not going to speak, but I absolutely hate them.
Derain continues by saying, if Ineos don't win, what does their future look like? Sal Nice buy into another Premier League / European club. If Qatar don't win, buy Liverpool or move interest to another sport. How does the result of an unsuccessful bidder impact Manchester United going forward? Because it will. Red Devils Down Under says, listen here, KG, that comedian. If Ange makes it to year 2, Spurs will cook this coming. Will cook. This is coming from a fellow Aussie. No disrespect till you see the end result.
What is he saying? What kind of cooking are they going to do, Spurs? Like, in terms
Shrimp
of
on
like...
the Barbie, mate. That's what it will be.
No, but when he says cook, what does he mean in terms of like, is it like a slow roast? Is it like it's like trying to make a family roast of a Bunsen burner, fam? You ain't cooking shit. you lot fucking
it's kind of, and also as well, Spurs have waited so long. Yeah, it is the feeling of like when you get back home, like you've been out all day. You woke up at like 5 a.m. Yeah, and you get back in 8 o'clock, and you go, oh, "What's for dinner? What's for dinner?" They go, "Slow cookers on." You go, for fuck's sake.
Fucking shit.
Slow cookers on.
Hey, Spurs are shit, bro. Like, no matter what, as bad as we are, we always know Spurs will always be shit. Like, That's the funniest part. Like we're disappointed and stuff, and we're like, we want more, yeah. But this has been Spurs the whole time. Like they've never been like their best time was almost being good. That's crazy, right? They're shit. Oh my. We want more times than Spurs. You see that little kid, the little West Ham supporter. We want more than Spurs.
Ash has been a member for 11 months. Says, I know United is bad with sales, but I think Iqbal Price was the interest of Iqbal. When you put high prices on a young player, it will affect future transfer prospects. And be sure to click the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe bottom right-hand corner. I think we are caught up there as well. Right, let's talk goalkeepers, KG, one of your favorite topics as well. Now, there's quite a lot to get into here. So in this same article talking about Harry Kane last night, it was reported by Chris Wheeler from the Daily Mail. The increasingly likely scenario is that goalkeeper David De Gea will leave Manchester United as a free agent next week, which means that Erik ten Hag may also be in the market for a new goalkeeper. This is when it leads into Andre Onana. What's his name? Onana. It's this comes from reports from in Italy saying Manchester United have been tracking Andre Onana since last April. Inter will ask for 60 million. The more time that passes, Inter will ask for more. There's a goalkeeper already lined up to replace Onana at Inter if a move to Manchester United is approved and done. According to Gianluca Di Marzio as well, Inter are waiting to hear Manchester United's real intentions while waiting for an official offer for Andre Onana. But important days lie ahead for a possible transfer of the Inter Milan goalkeeper. Inter are waiting, as I mentioned, for an official bid from Manchester United, with a replacement already being targeted. But also this morning, more news has come out from La Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy, saying that Erik ten Hag has called his former player Andre Onana. On their manager's advice, Manchester United will knock on Inter's doors for him. They intend to accelerate their pursuits. Manchester United will try and close the Andre Onana deal with Inter, even if there's a distance yet. United are thinking of an offer of around 40 million euros, while Inter would like at least 10 million euros more, around 50 to 60 million euros. The Andre Onana to Manchester United situation has not yet passed from words to deeds, but United are just waiting to accompany the De Gea exit to move decisively. So, like with everything at the moment, this all kind of hinges upon De Gea's exit, with the feeling that once De Gea, if De Gea does leave, that's when they go and really pursue Andre Onana. But the thing that concerned me there, KG, was the part where they said the longer that time goes on, the more Inter are going to ask. So you're asking Manchester United to move quickly, and they can't. They can't do it.
We're mugs. We're mugs, literally. Like, you've seen how we operate this club and the silly things we do. But then this is one of those top moments where, you know, they know what they're dealing with. They know, like, Man United are well known for, you can steal money from these guys. Like they don't, it's not even stealing, they give it to you. They don't negotiate properly. And Inter's just put in a nice little clause for themselves to say, hey, well, the price is gonna go up, guys. And the worst thing is, because Man United don't know if they're coming or going, we're sitting down, we're saying, either we're doing this on purpose and saying, David, we ran out of time. We wanted to sign you. You know, like, I don't know what's going on with it. David should know what position he's in. And this is just David De Gea's situation is pretty much like how the Glazers are trying to manage the sale. We'll just kind of wait and see what happens. Who's making a bloody decision? You need to somebody speak. Someone make a decision. Don't let the like time make a decision for you. Right now, we're leaving it down to the calendar, and it's gonna be like, all right, cool. Oh man, David De Gea's a free agent. Guess we gotta go buy a new goalkeeper. Wait, David should know exactly what the hell's going on. That's the main part, and that's how bad this club is run. Oh my goodness, there's so many levels to how embarrassing we can be. This is it.
So this is what's crazy with you, yeah, KG. So a couple of days ago, you're criticizing me and Flex, going, "Nah, I had to drop on, mate. I had to drop on, mate, because you're being too negative. You're being too negative." You have done the morning show. This is your second day of doing the morning show, and you've said already now, "I hate it here."
No, I hate that. No, listen, the players, I don't hate them. I think we can still do all right. But I'm saying that I'm talking about outside of the team, the actual guys that run the club. I hate them, and that's okay because I've hated them the whole time.
I agree with you in the sense of it's a proper head in the sand mentality. I think of this to your point. Okay, maybe we'll go for a goalkeeper, but we'll wait and see what happens with De Gea. It's 21st of June. It's 9 days left. Like, you know at this point whether you're going to keep David De Gea or not, unless you're thinking we're going to push David De Gea to the end, and then he's going to go, okay, I accept, 150K a week. I really want to stay, but we all know that's not going to happen, and we all know too. This is the more important thing. Ten Hag really doesn't want to keep David De Gea. He doesn't. He's made up his mind. He wants another goalkeeper. He wants another keeper. He's basically said it. He's going, no. According to those reports, he's picked up the phone. He's on the phone to another goalkeeper. Andre, I know they didn't really work out, with Ajax. That was with the club. That wasn't with me. We're good, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're good. That's cool. You want to come to Man United? Yeah. What's going on with your other goalkeeper?
I know who Ten Hag is. I finally got it right. Ten Hag is that person, that, that guy that's in a relationship that doesn't want to break up with you, but he's doing things so you can break up with me, right? He's telling him, because look at the things he's done, and usually you're expecting someone to get the hint and just wake up and be like, right, you're mugging me off. Ten Hag's told him, the first thing he said is, see that salary you're on? Yeah, we're going to split that. He said, and someone else should be like, right, okay. Then he's dropped another one. He's dropped another gem. In the finals, he's like, you know what? You can stay, but I'm going to be talking to other people. Now, he's gone like, there's a contract, but let's see what happens. This guy, now he's on the phone, literally to other people, bro. Hello? I know we had a mad situation, but fancy player for my team. Bro, Ten Hag, is moving. That's not good, though. Those people that do that, just break up. Just tell the person. And you know what? One thing we can say is Ten Hag has got previous for doing this, because even in the Ronaldo situation, Ronaldo did say to us, what he says to you in the media and what he is like with you behind closed doors, very different. And one person that can attest to that is Maguire. Ten Hag told us Maguire's still our captain. Bro, he started Shaw before him, Lindelof. Ten Hag wants the players to get the message. It's insane.
You're like this as well when it comes to goalkeepers too. Samuel Lucas from the Manchester Evening News is reporting this morning that sources suggest Dean Henderson has pissed off Ten Hag, and there is next to no indication he is under consideration for a promotion to number one next season. So just in the same way that you got pretty annoyed by that interview that he did with TalkSport, and I think it was ITV last year, Ten Hag also not happy about it. He's pissed off. He's pissed off Ten Hag by that interview.
Good. I'm happy about that.
You can imagine him, can't you, seeing that interview, Ten Hag. He's been there, like 2 weeks? Or then he sees this guy do that interview, and he literally, Conor McGregor's like, who the fuck is that guy? Who are you?
It was the cross legs for me. It was just he was sitting like a goalkeeper that is got like the clean sheet record. He was sitting like he was the man. I hated every second of that interview. He's like, I didn't want to see how good I am. Bro.
Yeah, remember he said, I didn't want to even do a training session because I knew he'd want to keep me. And if I was 10, I'd be like, you're in my head, are you? You're in my head.
Wait a minute. You're that good that I'm going to see one training session and I'm going to lose my mind. Are you mad? No. I would have, you know what? In life, some people need to be slide tackled without a ball. Just a slide tackle. I think that's just the way it
just so. That's so.
Just slide tackle. No, because in life it has to happen sometimes. Just go in on them. Take him out, bro. Because you can't say things like this. You can't. And there needs to be a reaction to stuff like that. I hate it. Like Henderson, he's on my list. I couldn't believe it. And he said the game I'd really love to play against Man United. Hold on, you want to play against your home club? Mate, you're on loan. We're still paying some of your wages. Do you know how mad? Do you know how disrespectful that is? Slide tackle. Who else is up there? There's another one. I'm gonna leave Brandon because it's a youth, and slide tackling youth is crazy. Hold on. The Glazers, 2-footed, Casemiro style. I would 2-foot the Glazers.
Can you imagine Avram Glazer in that box at Wembley out of nowhere? KG slide tackle.
A proper Casemiro challenge as well.
Proper Paul Scholes late. Straight yellow. Straight yellow.
Proper late when it just looks mad.
Remember Paul Scholes used to do that when and the whole ground he used to run up to him and everyone used to go, no, don't do it. Yellow card, Paul. Yeah.
Sometimes in life, man, it's the only way we can settle these things, man, because it's so frustrating. Henderson is a joke. He is, and I can't wait to play against them. Literally, I'm on tie settings. I hope they get relegated. I do. Honestly, I on tie settings. I'm on tie settings, honestly.
Let's move to the next topic. We've only got 10 minutes left. A bit of an update when it comes to exits this summer as well. Chris Wheeler from the Daily Mail is saying that Manchester United will listen to offers for Anthony Martial, Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Fred, who has been rumoured for a move to Fulham, Anthony Alanga, and KG's favourite Brandon Williams as well. Out of those players, are they all going to go? Are they all going to go? Or we're going to see a season where like one of them goes or two of them go.
I would love to talk. No, I'm on Chelsea settings. We need to sell Brandon to Saudi. I think that'll be good for him. I just think it'll be great for Brandon to just, I think that's a good move. Again,
Brandon Williams to Saudi.
Brandon to Saudi.
What, linking up Brandon with Cristiano once again.
Yeah, man. Send Brandon to Al Nassr, fam. Hold on. It's like, why don't Saudi want our players though? It's a great way out. Chelsea are loving it. Ziyech they've raised a lot of money.
They're that whole FFP thing. We're going to talk about Mason Mount to wrap it up, but like their FFP's looking all right. Now you know what I mean. Ziyech, Mendy, and Kante have all been confirmed over the last 24 hours. You've got Koulibaly's going as well. That's 4. But Bamiyang, he's going. Do you know how mad that is? That's 5. That's 5 players being sold.
Financially, they are lit. Like, we were laughing at them, and I said to you, hey, mate, I know we're laughing at Chelsea, but they'll fix it, and they're fixing it. This is, even say what you want to say, it's like we picked the worst American. Todd Bowley, you can say, Todd Bowley, like he's a bit mad, he's been scattergun approach and this, that, and the other. Well, mate, look what they're doing. And they're still saying, while they're doing this, they're still saying to the Premier League teams, you want Mason Mount? 70 to 80 million. Excuse me?
Well, because they actually want to keep Mason Mount, isn't it? Because they know, they're like, we kind of want to keep him. And even there, when we were going, they're going to be under pressure to sell FFP, they might not. They might not be by that point. And the thing is as well, I know people have been going, it's cheating. The Saudi, they've got a big investment in Clear Lake Capital, who, of course, are the majority owners of Chelsea. But we can't be shocked that they found another loophole. They spent 600 million last season, and FFP, they were compliant. They gave out decade-long contracts, amortization. They found the loophole. So we can't sit here and be shocked that they've done it. He's done it again, because that's what Todd does. He finds loopholes, and it's just it's crazy. It's
not gonna lie. Though. Not gonna lie. How funny would it be to see Brandon just in Saudi though? He's probably got the Manny coat on, with the high pockets. Wait, so
where were you? Where were you, Saudi?
Where were you? With the proper Justin Bieber hair that he's got. I would love it. I would love it, bro.
What, do you think he'd have a big, proper inflated contract as well? Playing for on 300k a week.
I don't know, but I would watch that. If that was a show and you had to just follow his life, my first year in Saudi, I'm watching every episode, fam. Him trying to get with the food, him trying to understand the culture, him just being hot week in, week out.
This is unacceptable.
I wish I did.
Speaking of which, Al Hilal, they're closing in on Koulibaly. Here we go. That one's done as well. So No problem.
It's
That's
ridiculous.
easy.
Every morning a player goes to Saudi from Chelsea. It's pissing me off. But it is what it is.
We're going to talk about Mason Mount in just a second. Let me get these super chats out, then we can finish up on Mason Mounts. Where was I previously? Sashiv says, off topic KG, Arsenal are advancing for Havertz. Lil Yo-Yo says, Slim G, what's your favorite item at the Tesco bakery?
Oh, well, I'm not really doing the croissants and stuff like that. Croissant. I'm not really doing that at the moment.
Really doing
Yeah. I'm not really. I kind of stayed out of the bakery section recently. So I've been. I'm in the, what do you call it? The frozen fruit. You know, because I got that little blender thing. My NutriBullet.
KG's got his NutriBullet. Magnus says, why is everyone stressing? No top six assigned a player yet. But, I mean, they're all very much advancing, aren't they? And Chelsea, you can say they didn't finish in the top six last season. They've already signed Nkunku, haven't they? And you've got the likes of Spurs, signed Kulusevski back once again permanently. You've got Arsenal that are putting in bids for Rice. They're obviously going for Timber. You've got City, who are going to get Kovacic and Gvardiol as well. And this is coming from, the big transfer people. Whereas us, it's like, I think the only official bid we've put in so far is for Mason Mount. That's the only thing we've done.
Am I moving?
KG's internet is moving. And
am I?
You're here, but you're sort of you're moving at maybe a frame every 10 seconds.
I hate it.
He's bouncing from side to side. Oh man. And now he's gone. Look at him vanish. Look at KG the comedian. This is the difficulty of doing these morning shows with KG. What else have we got here? Ash says, yeah, KG is right. You forget the contract for Rashford. Harold's been a member for 3 months. Appreciate 3 months of support. Says News Maguire retrial set for February in Greece. I did see that. I'd kind of forgotten that was even a thing as well.
Am I still moving mad?
You're still kind of moving maddish, yeah. Got that Tesco Wi-Fi. You've not been spending the time on the croissants, but you've still been using the Wi-Fi.
This is pissing me off. It is where it is, isn't it? It's just signifying the type of morning we're having on the club. But hopefully we hear some news that we've gone into exclusivity with somebody.
JB says Man United's transfer business has been unacceptable. When I think about our scouts, the players, where are the players? Excellent.
Where are the players?
The players? Where are the players?
Ash says Henderson is that girl thinking all the guys want her. Laughter emoji. And finally, before we wrap things up, it's been also reported in the Daily Mail that Erik ten Hag wants Mason Mount, and Manchester United are ready to raise their offer for the Chelsea player to the nearer £50 million mark. But it had been said previously, KG, that was going to be the final bid. So the question is the final bid going to be enough? KG's laughter from about 2 minutes ago.
This is. Do
you remember when KG's internet actually? Do you remember when KG's internet actually worked?
He was special.
This is horrid.
We can just say yes. We can just say yes or no, KG. We're nearly at the end of the show. We've nearly made it as well. Yes or no? Are we going to sign Mason Mount with this final bid?
No.
Well, it's a fitting end. It's a fitting end for the show. I mean, Got Air says KG's just moving so fast we can't see his movements.
I'm the Flash.
Yeah, he's the Flash. Or he's like Drax, when he's moving so slowly that I'm just invisible.
I'm the Flash. Guys. I mean, wait. No. What universe am I going to be in? What's the Flash universe again? Shit. Do you remember?
I can't take you seriously because.
What is the Flash universe? That's where I am. I'm talking.
It looks like one of those things when on like Sky Sports News and they just have the picture of the person and they're talking. That's what it's like at the moment.
I'm talking to you from the year 2060. The sale of Man United is still imminent.
I mean, be sure to smash a like on the like button. I mean, I think if we hit 500 likes, KG's internet might work. So that's what we got to hope for. It's like putting coins in the meter. That's what we got to do. So if you haven't already, someone said that KG's lost in the Murtoverse.
Ah,
I'm on F616.
616. He's caught in the Glazerverse. Oh. Anyway, guys, look. I mean, perfect way to end the show. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same internet, hopefully, and we'll speak to you again very soon.
You running in the side.
No. KG, we're out of it.